Hey guys, it's Chris Bose coming in with a Solo Leveling Season 2 Episode 1 recap. Now, I was trying to record this video using Crunchyroll and I was going to show some of the anime and everything like that, but unfortunately, uh, they have a digital right management which prevents you from being able to stream the episode through OBS or any other software. So whenever you do it that way, you're going to get a black screen. So unfortunately, I can't do it. You can't use that. I would rather show clips from there. But I guess I could actually use the game because the game follows it pretty well and everything like that. So I'll just use the game to go ahead and give it my recap, give my thoughts, and let's go ahead and get right into it. Now, the episode starts off with Sung Jin Woo getting a reminder call from his sister that he needed to go to a parent-teacher conference on her behalf and talk with her principal, and she does. And he and we get introduced to a vision of Sung Jin Woo, and I have him in his one of his costumes right now. But let me go ahead and pull up what he's wearing. So he's pretty much wearing something similar to this right there, and he looks exactly like this in the introduction anime. Nice, handsome looking guy, and all the girls are crushing on him and everything like that. But he sits down with her principal, and they're talking about her and her sister. I think her name is Gina. They're talking about how she's a model student and everything like that, but she has dreams of wanting to become a hunter. Sung Jin Woo obviously does not want her to become one because being a hunter is a very dangerous career path. It's life or death, and they start talking, and the principal talks about how she's friends with a one hunter that actually attends a school, and that's going to be this girl right here, Han Sung Yi. Han Sung Yi is about 15, 16 years old, and she's friends with Sung Jin Woo's sister Gina. She's a young hunter. She's only an E rank, so being an E rank hunter, you basically can't use it as a career move or anything like that. She thinks that Sung Jin Woo is meeting up with her to dissuade her from becoming from becoming a hunter, but Sung Jin Woo doesn't do that. He takes her under his wing, and and they're gonna go into a gate, which will come back later. The scene then cuts to these two guys having a discussion. Huang Jin Su, or Dong Su rather, and this guy Woo Jin Chul. Woo Jin Chul is a member of the Hunters Association, and Huang Dong Su, he basically turned his back on South Korea. He doesn't. He's no longer. He doesn't like the country or anything like that. He got recruited by an American guild called the Scavengers Guild. He's been in America for such a long time, but the only reason why he's showing back up in uh, uh, the South Korea is because his brother, who's this guy right here, Hwang Dong Suk, was killed during a dungeon raid by another hunter. Now, if you are familiar with the prior season, the person who killed Hwang Dong Suk was Sun Jin Woo, our protagonist, and with good reason, mind you, because this guy was setting up Sun Jin Woo and another hunter who happened to be this guy, Yu Jin Ho. They were setting both of them up to be sacrificial lambs so that they can go ahead and collect the rewards of that dungeon. But that was all stopped by Sun Jin Woo. And this guy, he's in the anime, he is an S rank hunter, so he's the top of the top. And I believe, even though he's SSR here in the game, I believe Woo Jin Chul was only an A rank, or he might have been a low S rank in the anime. And this guy Hwang Dong Su challenges him, and he's like, "Nah, not doesn't want anything like that." Then we cut to a different scene where this guy right here, Go Gun Hee, who's the head of the Hunters Association, is having a discussion with this guy, Choi Jong In, and they're talking about a new type of enemy that has come and descended upon South Korea. And it's a flying type of enemy that they're not familiar with. And that's going to be very important because it's setting up the rest of the the enemy that's going to be the true bad enemy of the entire season. That's going to be the Ant King, but they're going to come later down the road and whatnot. Then we cut back to a scene where Sung Jin Woo and our young hunter Han Sung Yi are meeting up with a bunch of other hunters to take on this what appears to be a regular gate. It's a blue gate, not going to be that much of an issue. Most blue gates are C. Some of them can be higher. And they're actually meeting up with this guy right here, Kim Chul. He's the leader of that particular hunter group. And once they go inside the gate, that's when the gate suddenly changes into a red gate. And I don't think I have any of those gates that are a red gate that are shown right now. But okay, so yeah, so you see how the red gate looks very special and everything like that. The C rank gate. In the anime, the red gates are very dangerous. Once you go in, you cannot get out until either what's called a dungeon break happens, or you beat the master boss of that particular dungeon. And inside the lore of the anime, one day inside of a dungeon, a red gate dungeon is equal to 1 hour on the outside in the real world. So it could be months. It can take months to complete a red gate, and that can equate to being weeks within a particular gate. And these gates, the enemies within those gates, are much stronger, much deadlier, and many hunters lose their lives while being inside those gates. So you're not wanting to be able to go in the gate because you can't get it. No one can come in and help you. So you're basically trapped in there. Now, I think the makeup of the team was like 2 E ranks that included Han Sung Yi and allegedly Sung Jin Woo. He still is considered an E rank hunter despite the fact that he can level up. Some B rank hunters, some C rank hunters. This girl right here is also part of the group, Park Hae-jin. She's also part of the group, and they're all basically trapped inside this red gate. The A rank hunter, who's the head of the group, Kim Chul, he decides to break them up. He thinks that he's breaking them up weak versus strong. Obviously, he considers himself strong, so he takes some other hunters along with him. He puts the other characters, the other hunters, in their own group. Now, the reason why they did this is because they were immediately when they got into the dungeon, they were ambushed by these ice elves. And let me go ahead and pull up what the ice elves look like here. If you haven't seen what they look like. Where is it? Where are my? I think we can look at under special commissions right there. Now, so this is an ice elf captain right here, and then also they also have the other type of ice elves. Now, the ice elves immediately targeted the weaker hunters, and one of them unfortunately got it between the eyes, literally, and the other one they also targeted this girl Han Sung Yi, but Sung Jin Woo caught that arrow and immediately saved her life basically. And this girl right here, Park Hae-jin, noticed it, and she's like, wow, the actual A-rank hunter Kim Chul did not notice those arrows, but Sung Jin Woo did. So she decided to go ahead and team up with Sung Jin Woo and Han Sung Yi, which come to find out is going to be a very smart decision. On the outside of the gate, another character shows up. That's going to be this guy right here, Baek Yong Hoo, because he's the head of the White Tiger Guild, and obviously he slams on the gate. He can't get in. That's when this guy shows up, Hwang Dong Soo. he shows up because he heard that this is a gate that Sung Jin Woo had went into, and it turned out to be a red gate, and he's like, oh, man, I guess I don't have to do anything here because he's not going to survive it. He's an E-rank hunter. But there's a stare down between him and this guy Baek Young Hoo. Now both of these guys are S rank hunters. That would have been an interesting standoff and fight if they had decided to go at it right there and then. But not. But that would have been. I think that would have been a bit too much even for the first episode. So they just do a stare down and they go their own separate ways. Back in the gate, they get both the groups get basically ambushed by these bears, these white bears that are much larger than a normal bear and everything like that. So not this bear right here. This is called a shadowy cave bear or anything like that. But they're more like they're called ice bears. It's this bear right here, the red-eyed ice bear. They get caught up, and Kim Chul shows that he's very capable of handling an ice bear. Basically, cuts it in half. And they're definitely no match for Sung Jin Woo. When Sung Jin Woo takes on him, he doesn't even use a weapon. He just uses his bare hands to kill one. Crushed his cranium, and then he sits on top of it like he's a king. Later on, Sung Jin Woo decides to go to the ice bear cave, where he has a standoff, or not a standoff, an actual skirmish between his shadows. The shadows that he summoned are the Egress shadows. I don't think I have a picture of him right here or anything like that. But you'll see it. But on the thumbnail, you'll see him. But Egress, all the shadows, the night shadows, here and everything like that. Ooh, I could probably. I'm in the game right now. I can actually rank him to general. I think I might do that. But I won't do that right now, because this is focused on solo leveling the anime, and they're all led by Egress. The ice bears turn out to be no match for Sung Jin Woo's shadows. So this big giant alpha bear, the ice bear alpha, comes out and handles all of them. But then there's a fight between the ice bear alpha and Egress, and Egress is still one of my favorite characters in any anime. He made that much of an impression on me when he fought Sung Jin Woo in the first season. Still one of the best anime fights I've seen. And so yeah, he faces off against this ice bear, and the ice bear is no match. This ice bear alpha is no match for Sung Jin Woo. He cuts it down at the ankles and knees, makes it kneel, and then he cuts his head off, and of course the animation makes the head just fall right in front of Sung Jin Woo, and then Egress sits there and kneels, and it's just like a real, it's a badass scene. And Sung Jin Woo was just sitting there thinking to himself, like, man, Egress was that awesome, that dangerous with a sword. If he had even that much more of that with him when they fought, he and Sung Jin Woo fought. Sung Jin Woo says he wouldn't survive, but he's thankful that the shadow is now his. And I don't know if this is going to be the ice bear that Sung Jin Woo is going to turn into a shadow, but he definitely does get a ice bear shadow. And the final scene of this episode sees that Kim Chul is his entire team has basically been decimated by the ice elves, and those ice elves are merciless. Kim Chul is so afraid. He thought he was going to join the elite Tiger Guild, but he leaves his shield and he runs off because he is outmatched by the ice elves. And then we cut to the final scene of this episode where there's this shadowy leader of the ice elves. He's cast in shadow, but that's going to be if you've played the game, or if you are familiar with the manhwa, you know that that's going to be this guy right here, this Ice Elf called Blades. He's the leader of the shadow of the Ice Elves, and then right there it cuts off, and then the episode ends, and the outro song is also banger. I love the animation to the outro song. Altogether, this is how you reintroduce the audience to a new season of your anime. You get really good characters that you care about. You get an introduction to the plot, at least a bit of the plot that you're going to be vested in. Likable characters that you can grow with. Easily identifiable villains, and a reason a reason for why the protagonist is going to be engaging in whatever story or activity that the show is going to set up for him. And it all came together in a really good package, surrounded by a really good opening theme with really good opening animation. Excuse me, I just dropped a tape. Uh, so again, a really good opening theme with really good animation, and being let out with a really good ending theme with really good animation. Overall, I give this episode a 9 out of 10. I think it's a really good introduction back to Sung Jinwoo, and I am looking forward to what this season is going to be presenting to us. So thank you very much for joining me for this Solo Leveling Season 1 Episode 2 recap. Let me know your thoughts and concerns about this episode. Did you like the episode? Was there anything that it missed? How did it match up with the manhwa? Does it interest you to keep going? Let me know in the comments. And make sure you do like, share, and subscribe to my channel, and turn on post notifications so that you'll be updated with the latest Solo Leveling news and Solo Leveling Arise game news as well. My name is Chris Bolts. Thank you very much, and I will catch you in the next video. Take it easy.